Car prices right now are insane! But don't worry, I compiled 10 of the best, greatest, amazing first cars for car guys under $6,000. Welcome to Underpowered.
Mazda 3, 2003 to 2009.
The Mazda 3. If you can get a Mazda Speed 3, that would be a lot better. They make around 250 horsepower, but you'd be expecting to make around 148 to 156 horsepower. I'm just telling you right now, it's not going to be the quickest car in the world, but it definitely will get you places, and it definitely will be fun if you get a manual. Torque, 135 to 150 foot-pounds. Still, it's not good, but it's not bad. Fun, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. If you get a manual, it is pretty fun. Speed gets a 5 out of 10. Again, it's not quick. And then reliability, I gave it an 8. They are absolute tanks. If you want something that you could haul the homies around in and still have a little fun and rip around in the back roads, then this is the car for you. They have really good handling suspensions. Here I found a 2006 Mazda 3 sedan, not the hatchback, but everyone wants the hatchback. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. It has around 100,000 miles, and it's a manual.
Chevy Silverado, first and second generations.
Chevrolet Silverado. Now, you'd probably be looking at a older model, probably the Gen 1, but if you can find a Gen 2, it's amazing. They came with a 4.8 liter or 5.3 liter V8, making 255 to 295 horsepower, 285 to 335 foot-pounds of torque. I'd rate the fun probably a 4 out of 10. Speed, I give it another probably 4 out of 10. It's not going to be fast, it's a truck. And the reliability is an 8 out of 10. The only thing I'd look for is, since they're older trucks, watch for rust. But if you're into trucks, I think this is the best choice for you, especially for under $6,000. This is a really good choice. They're reliable unless the transmission blows up. I found this 2000 Silverado for $5,000. It did come with the 5.3 liter V8, and it's two-wheel drive, so maybe you can turn it into like a drift truck or something. It has 127,000 miles, and it is automatic. Sadly, I don't think many of these came with a manual, if any did at all. But they're still a pretty cool truck, and yeah, that was the Chevy Silverado.
Catfish Camaro Z28.
Hell yeah, brother. We got some American muscle going on now. The Catfish Camaro is probably the ugliest Camaro of all time. But if you don't really care about looks and you just want to have that rumbly V8 feel, then this is the car for you. It came with a 5-liter LT1 or an LS1. I would recommend getting the LS1. It's so much better, way more reliable, sounds better. It made 275 to 310 horsepower, 325 to 335 foot-pounds of torque. Fun, gets a 9 out of 10. You can't really beat it. It's an American muscle V8. It's gonna be raw. It's gonna be fun. Speed gets an 8 out of 10. Not the fastest in the world, but definitely one of the fastest on this list. And reliability gets a 5 out of 10. The older LT1 does have some problems with it, but the LS1's decently reliable for a V8. I would try to get the LS, though it will be hard to find. You can probably find one somewhere out there for under $6,000. And I've been shopping around lately. I honestly want to get one of these. These are really cool cars. I was also looking at the Firebirds, too. I guess they can count as like an honorable mention. The Firebird Trans Am. Same generation as this, it's just Pontiac's version of it. On Marketplace, I did find this one. This is an amazing deal. I don't know how this is still up right now. It only was listed 20 minutes ago at the time of recording this, but 1994 Camaro. It does have the LT1, and it is automatic, but it only has 98,000 miles on it, and it's $2,500. Absolute steal.
Subaru Impreza, 2002 to 2007.
This does include the Blob, the Bug, and the Hawkeye. In my personal opinion, I do think the Blob Eye is the greatest looking. Most likely, you're going to get a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated engine, unless you get a WRX, which is a turbo. It can make anywhere from 165 horsepower, that's without the turbo, all the way to 230 horsepower with the WRXs. Torque is around the same. It's pretty fun. They sound really awesome, too. If you get a nice exhaust on them, they sound beautiful. Speed gets a 6 out of 10. They're not fast, but I wouldn't say they're slow either, like especially if you get the WRXs. They can pick up a little bit. And reliability gets a 5 out of 10. I don't know, it's kind of a two-way street here, because yeah, Subarus have the blown head gasket thing. That's a thing that everybody knows. But if you keep up with maintenance, they can last easily over 200,000 miles. Here's an absolute beaut that I found. WRX 2003 for $5,000. It's got 143,000 miles on it, and it's a manual. If you're going to get one of these, keep up with your maintenance, and you should be good. You should be set.
Ford Crown Victoria.
The Crown Vic has gained a lot more popularity lately as people finally realize that this car is absolutely amazing. So they come with a 4.6 liter V8, producing 224 horsepower to 250, depending on if you get the civilian or the police interceptor model. 275 to 287 foot-pounds of torque. Fun, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. It's not as much of a fun car. The suspension's pretty loose. If you get the civilian model. Speed, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's fast, but the reliability is absolutely insane. These things are built like tanks. They will last you easily 300,000 miles. I found this one on Marketplace, 2006 Crown Vic LX Sport. It has 93,000 miles. It is an automatic. They didn't make any manuals, sadly. You can still pick them up for under $1,000 right now. They aren't going to be great, but they're going to run. They're going to get you from A to B, and they do still have a V8.
BMW E46.
The E46 is one of the best looking BMWs in my opinion. It's also one of the cheapest, which is really nice. It came with a 2.5 liter or 3 liter naturally aspirated inline 6, made anywhere from 184 to 231 horsepower, 175 to 221 foot-pounds of torque. Fun, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It came with a manual standard usually. Speed, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. It's really not fast, but you do look awesome. They are pretty good looking. And reliability, I'd also give a 6 out of 10. It's a Beamer, so it's not going to be too reliable, but you're going to look good being under the hood. Yo, you're gonna look good under the hood. That's a bar. I think I might just be a sucker for this exact BMW. I just love the way the E46s look. I found this on Marketplace, $2,300 for a 2000 BMW 3 Series 323i. It's not gonna be the fastest car in the world, but it definitely is a good entry into the E46. It still looks awesome, because I'm a huge sucker for these E46s.
Number 4. Here is the Lexus IS 300. 2001 to 2005.
I will say, nowadays, these things have gotten pretty expensive. You're going to have to look a little harder for something that's actually $6,000, but it is possible. It did come with the 3-liter 2JZ GE engine. Sadly, not the twin turbo that's in the Supra. 215 horsepower and 218 foot-pounds of torque. Fun, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. You can turn these into pretty cool drift cars because they're rear-wheel drive and they have the 2JZ. Speed, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I'd say they're quick, not fast, is a good kind of overall term for it. And reliability, I gave it a 9 out of 10 because they are Lexuses, they are Toyotas, they are going to be bulletproof. The 2JZ is known for being an amazing engine when it comes to building power as well. I found this one for $5,000. It was driven 218,000 miles. You aren't really going to find something with low miles at this price point. You're just going to have to kind of thug it out and hope it doesn't blow up. Or you can just wait and hope that some grandma puts her car up in Facebook Marketplace for $5,000 and it's mint condition.
New Edge Mustang SM95.
Making its way into the top 3 might be my next car. It's a 4.6 liter V8 making 260 horsepower and 302 foot-pounds of torque. Fun, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. They are obviously an American V8. They're gonna be fun. You can rip them around. It's rear-wheel drive. Just don't try to crash into a crowd. They love doing that. Speed, I'd give a 7 out of 10. They're pretty quick. Reliability, an 8 out of 10. These things can easily surpass 200,000 miles, 300,000 miles before they blow up. With all American V8s, they stay in tradition of being absolute gas guzzlers. This thing is no exception. If you are looking for something that's fuel efficient, I would probably stay away from this. Here's one that I found for $4,500. It does have 189,000 miles on it, but it is a manual. It's still got some life left in the tank, I think.
NB Miata, 1998 to 2005.
The NB Miata, the successor of the NA Miata, and in my personal opinion, the NB is 10 times better than the NA. Came with a 1.8 liter naturally aspirated or a turbo that made 140 to 178 horsepower, 119 to 166 foot-pounds of torque. Fun gets a 10 out of 10. This is probably the most fun car on this list. You can basically do anything you want with these cars. You can drag race them. You could rallycross them. You could do 24 hours of lemons with these things. Speed gets a 5. They're not fast, but they handle really, really well. Reliability gets a 7. They are a Mazda, so they're going to be pretty decently reliable. They're going to be about in the middle. But with these things, you can build so much power, it is insane. You can do anything you want to them. You could strap 15 turbos on this thing, and it will be perfectly fine. It will handle it. On Facebook Marketplace, it's really hit or miss. I found this one for $5,000, but you need to be careful as to not get one that's like completely. This one's driven 164,000 miles, and it's a manual. And now it's time for number 1. greatest car under $6,000 for car guys slash enthusiasts.
Number 1. Honda Civic SI 9th generation.
The Honda Civic SI, the ultimate all-rounder car. The only issue I have with it is that it's front-wheel drive. It comes with a 2.4-liter naturally aspirated K-Series engine with 205 horsepower and 175 foot-pounds of torque. Everything across the board is at least good. Fun is a 7 out of 10. You could do anything with this. You can drag race this thing. You can rally it. You can do anything if you put the work in and you make it yours. Speed, I give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's pretty light for the amount of horsepower it has, so it can get up there. And reliability, I give it a 10 out of 10. You cannot rely on a car more. You could depend on this thing with your life. On Marketplace, I beg you to look for one. Just wait for one to get under $6,000 if your budget is $6,000, because this one is $5,500. It only has 142,000 miles with a manual transmission. You can't really ask for any more from a car, and that's why this is number 1 on the list. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like what I do, then consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you later on Underpowered.